And now let us try to sum up the fourth lecture and pay attention to the most important aspects: barbarisms and foreignisms. In the vocabulary of the English language, there is a considerable layer of words called barbarisms. These are words of foreign origin which have not entirely been assimilated into the English language. They bear the appearance of a borrowing and are felt as alien to the native language. We must distinguish between barbarisms and foreign words proper. Barbarisms are words which have already become facts of the English language. They are a historical category. The greater part of barbarisms was borrowed into English from French. Many foreign words which were used in literary English to express a concept non-existent in English reality have little by little entered the class of words named barbarisms, and they gradually lost their foreign peculiarities and have merged with the native English stock of words. Unlike barbarisms, foreign words, though used for certain stylistic purposes, do not belong to the English vocabulary. They are not registered by English dictionaries. In printed works, foreign words and phrases are generally italicized to indicate their alien nature or their stylistic value. Both foreign words and barbarisms are widely used in various styles of language with various aims. One of these functions is to supply local color. In order to depict local conditions of life, specific facts and events, customs and habits, special care is taken to introduce into passage such language elements as will reflect the environment. Professional terminology. So term is a word or a word group which is specifically employed by a particular branch of science, technology, trade, or the arts to convey a concept peculiar to this particular activity. Terms are mostly used in special works dealing with the notions of some branch of science. We can say that terms belong to the style of language of science. Most professions have specialized vocabularies. People who work in those professions know, understand, and use terms that may not be used by the general population. Additionally, words that may have a certain meaning in one context may have a different meaning when used by members of a certain profession. According to contemporary researchers, terminologists seem to obey the same rules and laws as other vocabulary strata. Therefore, exchange between terms and common words is quite natural, and it would be wrong to regard a term as something standing apart. One more problem dealing with terms is a problem of polysemy and synonymy. If a term has many meanings, so if it is polysemantic, it may lead us to misunderstanding. And informal vocabulary, colloquial words. Informal style is regarded as relaxed, free and easy, familiar, and unpretentious. It should be pointed out that the informal talk of educated people considerably differs from that of the uneducated. The choice of words with adults is different from the vocabulary of teenagers. People living in the provinces use regional words and expressions. Consequently, the choice of words is determined in each particular case not only by an informal or formal situation, but also by the speaker's educational and cultural background, age group, and his occupation and regional characteristics. Among the informal words, colloquialisms are the least exclusive. They are used by everybody, and their sphere of communication is comparatively wide. These are informal words that are used in everyday conversational speech, both by cultivated and uneducated people of all age groups. The sphere of communication of literary colloquial words also includes a printed page, which shows that the term colloquial is somewhat inaccurate. Vast use of informal words is one of the prominent features of the 20th century English and American literature. It is quite natural that informal words appear in dialogues in which they realistically reflect the speech of modern people. And about slang. An interesting fact about the word slang is that it was originally a term for the old French phrase dirty language. Slang is regarded as unconventional language. It is colloquial, sometimes vulgar, and always innovative, Nothing registers change in cultural thought faster or more dramatically than slang. The circle of slang users is much narrower than users of colloquialisms. It is mainly used by the young, who try to demonstrate their spiritual independence and defiance, or low-class people who lack in education. Slang is usually informal and spoken rather than formal and written. Slang is not the same as dialect, nor it is equal to swearing, although it may take on a vulgar edge, and it almost always evokes negative attitudes. Characterized by its ability to startle, slang falls below the neutral register of daily speech. It is considered to be the language of a particular group. The New English Dictionary defines slang as follows: the special vocabulary used by any set of persons of a low or disreputable character, language of a low and vulgar type, language of a highly colloquial type. And dialect words. Dialects are usually regional forms. It is a variety of a language which prevails in a district, with local peculiarities of vocabulary, pronunciation, and phrase. The term is applied most often to regional speech patterns, but a dialect may also be defined by other factors, such as social class. Sometimes in stories, authors use dialects to make a character stand out. A dialect that is associated with a particular social class can be termed a sociolect. Among functional styles, dialect words are usually found in emotive prose, and their use is rather confined.